Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are doing extremely good. So let's talk something about the recent developments in world cricket. Of course, this channel is totally meant for cricket, understanding cricket, and everything regarding to the international cricket. So today's video is all about the shocking retirements that has been in news and. Which made a big spark in the international cricket recent times, especially with respect to one of the youngest cricketer who has taken a shocking retirement, which is one of the point of debate here. Okay, so starting with the first one, so here there is Trent Bolt. I think no need to say anything about Trent Bolt, one of the best bowler, especially with respect to his swing. You know, when I say something about Trent Bolt, it's all about I mean, I must say that it is 2000, 19 World Cup. It was amazing. And before 2019, and again, it is, of course, let me come to the 2019 World Cup semis versus India versus New Zealand. But before that, there is one match that is in 2000, I mean, whole series of 2015 World Cup. I think they were totally two of the two most wicket takers. That is, one is Mitch Stark, and another one is none other. That is this guy. That is Trent Bolt. So, due to whom actually New Zealand advanced into final. That is something which is the point of consideration here. One of such a wonderful bowler, and I loved his the way of that swing. Especially. And if there is one art or one of the artists in this world cricket, of course he has taken retirement. But it is totally it is New Zealand player, that is the bowler called Trent Bolt. Within 2-3 overs of his starting early power plays, he will take 1 or 2 wickets, and there there itself he'll change the final output of the match itself. We have seen that several times, even in IPL when he was playing as one of the topmost bowler of Mumbai Indians. So basically, speaking something about his achievements, there is no match of any other bowler. Of course, there were a lot of time. He was, compared with Team South, one of the veteran, the speed gun. But of course, he has also taken retirement from the world cricket. But coming to Trent Bolt, I think I'll say that he's from different era. One of the legendary bowler, which would have became one of the most successful, highest wicket taker of New Zealand. But unfortunately, now see that he has taken retirement so early. Now he is 35, I guess, but he has taken retirement, I think, 2 years back. But of course, he has played 2023 World Cup. That's something. 2024 T20 World Cup as well. But right now, currently, he is 35 years old. But I think he would have gone for another 3 years, at least another 2 years, because including this year. Because the reason is, uh, you know, 2026 T20 World Cup is not far. It's just few months away. First thing, and coming to 2027 World Cup as well, which is just 1.5 month. I mean, 1.5 years away from right now. So I think he would have been one of the best option that New Zealand would have kept in their team, because one of the experienced bowler is one of the most requirement when a team is advanced into the. When there is a need for a team to advance towards semis or finals. Of course, that was not the case when it comes to 2015 World Cup. But that is different. That is not the case here. Okay, again, there were a lot of experienced bowlers as well. To be honest, coming to the game here, so I always want to say something about Trent Bolt. Again, let's talk something about 2019 World Cup. Actually, 2019 World Cup, it is semis, India versus New Zealand. So basically, when New Zealand bat first, they gave a target of some 224 something, I guess. So basically, everyone was happy. But I know that there's one bowler that is basically, I won't say that it's openly, that Trent Bolt will change the game there itself. Is capable for that. So that is one thing which we want to consider there because he's one such bowler who can change the match at any point of time, and of course he has done that, right? KL Rahul, Rohit, and Dhawan. He has finished all these three wickets, and of course Rahul and all these three batsmen has scored one each. What a pathetic game that it was. But again, of course, New Zealand had another advantage as well because, they got their innings, I mean, bowling second innings, fresh in a very next day. And again, there was a saying that pitch was also somewhere it is, you know, were helpful for New Zealand. That's different. But again, this bowler has changed everything in that one single game itself. Just imagine the bowler and the match-winning performance that he had in that match. It is amazing. So such a bowler who has taken retirement at a very young age, I think, which is pathetic because I hope that he would have continued for another 2 years, at least another two, at least one and a half years, because of course at least next 2026 T20 World Cup. But I think he has taken so early retirement, and maybe he's advancing towards his targeted the league cricket, but that's not the so common nowadays because everyone are prioritizing their league crickets and prioritizing their family commitments, and that is the one reason that is given by a lot of cricketers, and of course they have followed that because soon after retirement not much cricketers were advanced into league crickets. I mean, a lot of them even taken I mean followed the words what they have given as a reason during their retirements. Fine, that's fine. Coming to one of the best bowler, but unfortunately what we want to say this is that he has given early retirements. So this is fine. I think next one is, it is even shocking for each and everyone. That is none other, it is Nicholas Puran. Of course, Nicholas Puran has taken retirement, has announced retirement just 4 days back from all forms of international crickets. So which is a point of discussion that because soon after, I mean, hours after his retirement, he is also made as the new captain of Mumbai, my Cape Town, which is also again a point of debate there. But again, coming to Nicholas Puran, one of my favorite Windies player of the current era. After Chris Gayle, I have admired one batsman, one left-handy, that it is 100% is Nicholas Puran. Even this IPL, the last IPL, you can see this is the initial 2-3 matches. I thought like there is something that other teams has to do to contain Nicholas Puran so that they can do something because such a you know I won't say that it is a big big hitting batsman or something like that, but of course he can change the result of the match in within just 20-30 balls. That is what Nicholas Puran is about. And of course, even coming to last year's this is match versus RCB, 19 ball he has scored some 17 runs, 70 runs, something like that. Again, one of the rigorous and one of the best innings of Nicholas Puran. Again, one of the best captain. He was also captained the Western teams. I'm not saying that he's one of the successful captain, but being a captain, he had always gave his 100% from his bat. That is what being a player that could have done. Of course, he has done that. Coming to again West Indies team. Always it is again there is a lot of debate that is there. Cricket board is not cooperating with the players, and there is also some lack of sponsorship, something like that. It has been in news since in last I think 5 to 6 years, but we are not into that discussion now. Again, West Indies team, please do comment your favorite player who has taken short short break from the cricket. I mean, shocking retirement from the international cricket, which is even shocking for you. And coming to here, it was most shocking for the cricket players. I mean, even cricket players, because a lot of players have also commented this, and even it is heartbreaking for a lot of Nicholas Puran fans. And there is also a saying that Nicholas Puran has some basically Nicholas has taken one strong decision that it is prioritizing league cricket over international cricket, which is not a big deal today's world because almost everyone is focusing towards his their personal gains. Again, there are a lot of players who have prioritized the league cricket over international cricket. Of course, there are a lot of lists here. Let me explain that later. But prioritizing is fine because you can see this is even in the present era, a lot of the elder cricketers, then cricketers who were once upon a time one of the best cricketers in the world, cricket before the inception of T20 World Cup. I mean T20 cricket in 2007. They were one of the best batsmen, but now they are struggling for their livelihood because, you know, they were lacking of that idea of making money with respect to cricket fames. But of course, a lot of them, even starting with their own YouTube channels and all, that is different. But I'm saying this is that coming to world cricket, I mean, coming to international cricket, West Indies team has been entertaining us, and I hope that that charm of West Indies could have been continued. But there are a lot of mismanagement from the West Indies cricket management itself. That is the first point. And coming to each and every cricket fans, if it is asked which is your second favorite cricket team in the world, definitely you can see that all of them will be saying it is West Indies and not Australia, not England, not South Africa. That is for sure. And of course, we Indians is also loving West Indies team as one of the greatest team with respect to the cricket, right? So again, I hope that Nicholas Puran will continue his legacy in league cricket. But unfortunately, I won't say this openly that almost every cricketers who have taken shocking retirements or who have taken in a sense early retirements. At a very young age, because here Nicholas Puran has taken retirement at the young age of 29. I never expected that. Even many of the cricket fans, it is a big, it was one of the biggest heartbreaking moment of cricket. I won't say this is the modern era because considering Nicholas Puran's the greatest in achievements in the world cricket, because and at any point of time he'll change the cricketing aspect itself with his bat. And that's what this particular West Indies format is about. But again, unfortunately, he has taken retirement. Let's hope that he will be playing in IPL for at least for 3 4 years, next upcoming 3 4 years, because he is just 29. But again, I don't know what about his personal. I mean, anyone. We can't say this is what about any of the players, their personal. Decisions. Maybe they are prioritizing the family over cricket. Fine, that is fine. We can't, disclose anything here. We can't discuss anything that. Okay. Next, third one in the list, of course, this was again once again one of the heartbreaking because one of the most successful batsmen and who is at peak of his career, and both. I mean, whether it is Nicholas Puran at the same time, Henrich Klassen, never ever expected that Henrich Klassen will give retirement at this young age of cricket. Of course, it's not very young age compared to Nicholas, but it is he is 33, right? But coming to the time period, the time frame he is, because he is just succeeding now. At this young age, he's taken retirement at the age of 33 from all forms of international cricket. That was heartbreaking because I thought that is one of the finest T20 cricket. Of course, he is not at all a perfect for Test cricket. I mean, that is what I want to say this openly. But when it comes to T20 cricket and ODI cricket, of course, who can forget that 175? One of the prominent innings of Henrich Klassen. I think that match, if it is if there are chances for him to score the first double century, double ton for the South African cricket as well. And again, who can forget the T20 World Cup for the finals where he has scored 52 runs out of 27 balls. At one point of time, we thought that we would have lost that game, but however, our great bowler has taken that into the game there itself. Amazing. That was one of the best moments. And of course, we want to appreciate Rohit Sharma's captaincy there. Again, that is really appreciable that. But again, Henrich Klassen hope that he will continue to play for SRH for a few more years. But again, once again, want to say this is only that I felt very sad for Henrich Klassen because one of the best cricketing batsman, because his batting style itself, a batting, and basically off a pull shot and mid wicket, that six. I think I can't forget that for Harshal Patel. I think this year in IPL, it was amazing. Not for Harshal Patel. I think that is for Arshdeep Singh. I guess it was amazing. One of the best sort of Henrich question. But I hope that there are more to come from. There were more to come from Heinrich Klaassen, but unfortunately, he has taken retirement. He could have been one of the first double century holder for South African cricket because of his rigorous batting in two down and one down, something like that. Fine. Let us hope that he will continue his legacy in SRS next year. And because basically, to be honest, I became fan of SRS team only because of three players. That is of the head shake. You know that what I mean head shake. And again, another player, that is Heinrich Klaassen. Okay, so that's what I want to say something about Heinrich Klaassen, but I think it was too early that he has taken. I think at least he would have continued for the next year, years. It is very 2 3 months. I mean, 5 to 6 months are left for 2026 T20 World Cup. He would have continued something which is so sad for this particular player. Again, in my opinion, he would have continued for 2027 World Cup as well, because see, you can see this is South African team is now building up, and of course it would have won World Test Championship a day for yesterday. But I'm not a big fan of the players who are there in South African team, because when it comes to T20 and ODI, they are always lacking that charm which they had once, a few years back, in terms of ABD, Graham Smith, under Graham Smith's captaincy, ABD and David Miller. That team was a totally different. Of course, Albie Morkel and Morne Morkel. Fine, let's go for next player. It is let me call her as one of the most successful captain of women's cricket. It is none other Meg Lanning. So, who has won 5 T20 World Cup for uh, Australian team, and again 3 times finalist in women's IPL. One of the most successful captain ever produced by Australian cricket. At the same time, I think I'll say this is world cricket. If there is one iron lady in the cricket, I'll say that it is Meg Lanning. Amazing batsman, at the same time amazing captain. She has taken retirement at the age of 31. Now she is 33, I guess, but at the age of 31, she has taken retirement, which was also once again heartbreaking, because I think she should have continued for a few more years, at least for next 2 years, at least for this year. I mean, this year there's World Cup, Women's World Cup, right? I think she should have led her Australian team in this World Cup as well, because I think her captaincy is something which is irreplaceable in the Australian history. That is what we want to say. This is again one of the most successful opening batsmen as well for Australia for 4 years, and I'll say that I think she has missed opportunity of becoming once again the legend. Of course, she is a legend, but I think she should have continued for 2000. I mean, this year's World Cup, Women's World Cup, and she should have led her team as well, and she would have won. At least she would have reached the finals for sure, because such a wonderful captaincy. And of course, the reason what she has given for this early retirement is just simple, that she said that I just want to prioritize my personal deeds, and want to take care of my families. So over cricket, that's the reason that she is taking early retirement. And again, giving chances for youngsters, that's fine, but altogether it's not only about giving chances for youngsters, because youngsters are getting chances throughout the league cricket, throughout the world. Of course, Indians are not allowed for league cricket, but after retirement Indians can go, that's different. But again, coming to all other team members, all other nations teams, they can take part in league cricket, and they can prioritize their league cricketing skills and where they can get even chances for their national teams. Just imagine the cases of Chris Gayle, who has been once taken out from the team, taken out from the central contract of West Indies cricket, but due to his rigorous battings in 2011 and 2012, he was considered for his team back, and of course, he has performed very well in 2015 World Cup, where he has scored 2,215 with Zimbabwe, which was one of the first and only one double century for men's cricket history for West Indies. And again, Universal Boss, who has been inspirations and who has taken retirement from international cricket in 2019, but he will remain as Universal Boss. That's different. But of course, his age, it was not a shocking retirement because we know that um, it has already he has done a lot into the cricket, of course, but when it comes to the coming back to the national side and through IPL, that was something which I want to press here, because a lot of experienced veteran cricketers are prioritizing league cricket over national side. So for them, I think I want to say this is even there are a lot of youngsters who is using league cricket as their first platform to succeed and then finally getting back to the national side, which is amazing. Where we can say this league cricket has helped a lot. Fine, coming to the next set, it is of course Quentin de Kock. So not too much surprising because he has given a statement long back that my body is like old age, and of course my body is fine young, but I'm willing. My will is something like old age people, that I want to take care of my family, upgrowing. I mean, growing family. So I want to take early retirement. That's what he told and long back. But of course, after taking retirement, of course, a lot of controversies from his side, and which we never heard from any of other players from South Africa, to be honest. And again, he has prioritized league cricket, and that's what the basic reason was given by a lot of other experts and even his own colleagues. That's different, but I would like to say that Quentin de Kock was one of the best opener that South Africa had in the most recent times, because you can see this is even South Africa were lacking even in World Test Championship. Of course, Aiden Macron was there, but if Aiden Macron would have gone early in the World Test Championship at day before yesterday, South Africa would have lost that match as well. Once again, we have gone for focus title. So that's different, because when it comes to cricket, it's all about what about the opening partnership, and if it is not, how that one down or two down can build a stabilized partnership, but not much with respect to the run rate. But again, when it comes to the death overs, how a team, I mean, death over specialist, I mean, finishers can set a target, and that will depends upon the best batsmen, best power hitting batsmen at that point of the innings. Okay, so coming to Quentin de Kock, of course, we cannot forget his 140 score where he scored for LSU. It was amazing in 2022. One of the best batsmen, and of course one of the best left-hand batsmen who have been part of Mumbai Indians for a lot of time, and of course he'll do continue that legacy. Hope that even in league cricket, because this time league cricket, of course, he was not given much chances, but I was expecting that his batting, but of course unfortunately he was not given much chances. But I hope that he will continue to play in league cricket for longer times. Okay. And again, coming to his retirement, he has taken retirement at the very young age of I think 29 only. But soon after declaring retirement, he has back to the national sides for several times, and of course played in 2023 World Cup. I think that should not be the case, because after taking retirement, you should not you should not try to find a place there. But of course, no other chances. The cricket board, I mean, their board will definitely call them, because looking forward for any of the batsmen, definitely they'll find that the missing of that particular man. That's the reason Quentin de Kock was back to the team in 2023 in the World Cup, and of course he has played very good innings, and that was worth calling him back, because you can see this is a back-to-back 100 from him. I think 300 he has scored, 2 or 300 I guess. Fine, that was one of the best innings best World Cup that he has played in 2023. Again, coming to my personal view, I think prioritizing this particular player, prioritizing league cricket was not that. I think I'm not finding that. There is a point. Of course, he is one of the best batsmen, but of course, prioritizing only league cricket um, by giving reason and making controversies only for that purpose was not fair for any of the cricketers. Okay, I'm not criticizing any player, but I'm saying that's what today's modern cricketer is believing, and of course that's what happening right here. Fine, coming to the next set, it is I think who can forget this man? Who can't love this man? That is A.B.D. Villiers, Abraham Benjamin D. Villiers, one of my favorite cricketer, and due to this man and another one is Virat Kohli, I became the fan of RCB. Coming to ABG Villiers, one of the best batsmen that South Africa had in their entire, you know, cricket field. I'll say that like openly because, of course, he has taken unfortunately in 2018 as retirement. It was one of the shocking retirement because. World cricket never expected that because 2019 World Cup was just away from few months from 2018. Before that, he has taken retirement, and of course, World cricket and his fans and even South African Cricket Board has asked him to take for reconsideration of that particular decisions, but of course he has not obeyed for that, and he has finalized his decision and saying that I'll take immediate retirement. Of course, that was one of the biggest blunder which South African cricket had done. Of course, in 2015 he was the captain of South African cricket team that lost the quarter, I think semis, but apart from that, we can't forget that team. And of course, we cannot forget the ABD Villiers. But in my opinion, South African team would have given ABD Villiers as the captain, would have made him as the captain instead of Du Plessis in 2019 World Cup, and would have requested him to lead the team. And if he would have continued there, I don't think so that South Africa would have lost like that. Which never World cricket never expected like that kind of loss from an African team. And again, unfortunately, he has taken retirement at the very young age of 34. So that's what. At least he would have continued 2019 World Cup, and again 2021 T20 World Cup as well, because one of the finest T20 batsmen and 360 degree player. And I think every aspects of the cricket, whether it is captaincy or whether it is batting, when it comes to finishing or death over specialists, whatever that it is, ABD Villiers has done a lot, and the world cricket cannot forget you, Mr. ABD Villiers, and you will be remembered forever and will remain as one of the best cricketer of world cricket, and of course you will remain as one of the best bigger hitter of RCB. RCB cannot forget you. And of course, ABD is one of my favorite cricketer, and I think as a lot of people will have that consideration, ABD is something which is different than any other players. Again, I want you to comment who among this made you one of the whose shocking retirement made you to shock that why this player has taken such a early retirement. Again, whoever that is your favorite player who has taken a shocking retirement, you please do comment that below. Okay, coming to next set, this is Marcus Stoinis. I don't feel anything different for Marcus Stoinis because of course he is 35 now, and he has taken a decision, of course, that he will not be playing for T20, ODIs, and he'll be seen playing for T20s. That's what he has told. But again, he's also targeting league cricket over prioritizing national side. But again, that is his personal choice, and of course, there is no much to say that because he's already 35. Okay, at most he may be playing for next 1 year or 2 years till the age of 37. That's it. But I think instead of that, there are a lot of all-rounders has already taken place in Australia's squad, so there is not much to worry about this particular player. But again, I'll say that could have been continued for at least 2000 Basically, I'm saying this is since he's one of the all-rounder, one of the best known all-rounder and one of the best finisher, could have continued for till 2027 World Cup. I know that that is worst case, since 37 years old veteran in the team, considering only for the experiences, but he has not been such a leader in cricket. He has not led any of the team. I mean, of course, he was a temporary captain for a few of the matches for Australia, but that's it. So, but again, his retirement was not so shocking, but again, to some extent, would have continued. Okay, till 2027 World Cup. But let us see that. I think hope that he'll do much differences in I mean T20 cricket. Let us hope that. Coming to this person, I think this has made one of the once again one of the shocking retirement. Shocking to hear that Glenn Maxwell has taken retirement from ODI and Test totally, and he will focus only T20 World Cup. So mark here that observe the word that he has told that I'll focus only the upcoming T20 World Cup for Australia. That's what he has told. So basically, what he is saying, after that World Cup, definitely he may take total. I mean, all form retirement from all form of cricket, and even he may take retirement. He may announce retirement after the campaign of Australia in the upcoming T20 World Cup in 2026. Glenn Maxwell may announce retirement from all forms of cricket. There are chances for that. Again, it's not much to say that because he has been in the national side since 2013. I know that when Rohit Sharma hit his first double centuries in Chinnaswamy Stadium, Bangalore, I think last ball. I mean that 200 where Rohit Sharma became crossed. Scored 200. Actually, the bowler was there. It is Maxwell, I guess. So he has been in national side for more than 10 years, but again, one of the best all-rounder, because in 2023 World Cup, it is Australia should write this man's name in that World Cup. Trophy itself. The reason is just simple that if he wouldn't had shown that rigorous batting of and scoring 201 out of 128 was one of the fastest double century in the cricket history, then mark my words, Australia would have knocked out from the group stage itself, because we have seen that there is no need to say anything. They were struggling against Afghanistan, their spin attack and paces, but again, Glenn Maxwell has taken strong pledge. I think he has scored 201, unbeaten 201. Of course, it was in the chase. It is amazing, and he is the first one to score double century in the chase. That is something different. And again, he is also prioritizing league cricket, but I don't think so that this is what people saying. I mean experts, but I don't think so that he is prioritizing league cricket. But I hope that he is prioritizing his family over cricket, and there are chances that he may take. I think some 90% chances that he will take immediate retirement after 2026 T20 World Cup campaign. That's for sure, because that's what I hope that he will do it, because that's the reason that he has announced retirement from other two formats now. Okay, just a week. Last week that last week that only he has announced the retirement. Again, we can't forget anything from what he has created, and hitting that high level camera, and declaring the umpire declaring that as a no ball. It was amazing. I think one of the best power hitter. That's the reason he is known as Big Shaw of Australian cricket. Definitely, he is the one person behind Australia's successful campaign in. And that trimmed to clinch the trophy and to win the finals in 2023 World Cup at Ahmedabad Stadium. Okay, so that's what regarding this is. Glenn Maxwell's again. Glenn Maxwell, we cannot forget you, and I hope that he will be there for league cricket at least for next 1 year, because I think after 2026, there are high chances that he will take immediate retirement. That's a big debate is ongoing now. Coming to next set, it is our favorite, and of course one of the one of the phenomenon in the world cricket, and god of all format. 100% sure, I agree to this word, and what a legacy this man has had, and that's what we want to say. This is Virat Kohli is something. He is the brand of Indian cricket. He is a face of Indian cricket. He has made everything that to look back to the cricket, and of course even Olympics to take care of cricket has one of their one of the game in Olympics only because of this meme, and this has also announced by the Olympics Federation members. And Virat has done a lot for Indian cricket, and we cannot forget Virat Kohli's contributions here, especially with respect to the captain. I mean, being as a captain, one of the most successful captain in Test, because he has played totally 68 Test matches. Out of that, he has won 40 Test matches, and of course. Being a captain, there were in almost every matches he had his contributions at least into any of the innings of the Test cricket. So that's what Virat Kohli is about. But it was not unfortunate. But I think considering Virat's fitness, and just like Faf Duplessis is doing at the age of 40, 41, that he is fit. And of course, in last 2 days back, I have seen that he has scored one of the wonderful knock. So considering that fact, I think irrespective of other players, I hope that Virat could have continued for next at least 2 years, at least in test format, because of course he is continuing ODI format. But I'm damn sure that there won't be Rohit and Virat Kohli for 2027 World Cup. That's for sure, because they have already given retirement for T20 as well as Test crickets, and now only thing that it is deemed that they will be playing ODI cricket, one day international. But I don't think so. That is uh, you know that they'll play for 2027 World Cup, because before that, I think next year will be maybe the end of these two cricketers. I mean, Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma's cricketing careers. I mean, they may announce retirement from all forms of cricket. But again, I wish Virat Kohli to be seen in the Test cricket. I mean, not Test cricket, to be seen in the World Cup 2027. I hope that, and let that game be one of the games where India's. I mean, hoping, but I hope that it will happen. India is triumphing. India is winning the World Cup for this man and this man. Let that happen. This man once again kissing the World Cup trophy, and thereby one of the wonderful farewell, that let that happen, let that arrange that self there itself has one of the wonderful farewell for this young, I'll call him as young man because he is fit than any of the young teen, okay, and one of the best phenomenon in Indian cricket after Sachin Tendulkar. If we admire one of the person so much in the cricket, that it is Virat Kohli, for sure. I hope that I'm a big fan of Virat Kohli. At the same time, I like Rohit Sharma and ABD as well. But those who are hating this man, I think not now, not it is 2024 World Cup, I mean T20 World Cup final, but you must see one match. It is versus Pakistan in Asia Cup in 2012, where both of the openers. I remember that it is Hafiz and Mohammad Hafiz and Nasir Jamshad has given a solid opening, and the partnership itself was 200 plus, and both of them scored 100. But that is, I'll say that openly, that is one match where Virat sir has become the official dad of Pakistan cricket. The reason, I think this is, I must say this, I must admit here, and that is the match where we want to give full respect to this man, that this man single-handedly took the Indian team in the chasing from where he has scored 183 runs. Of course, it was out unnecessarily. It became a catch, keeper catch. It went some there itself and within the pitch itself. Okay, but this man has done everything there, that he has scored 183 runs while chasing, and that is he is the only reason where India is able to chase very high score of 329, something like that, because that's what the 328 something like this they have scored. 329 or 330, something like that, the target that they have given for Indian team. And mark my words that if you are hating this man, please do watch that match, and soon after watching that man, you will become automatically a fan of this man. So that is what Virat Kohli is about. I hope that at least in the upcoming T20 World Cup, I mean 2020 seven. I don't think so. This man will be there in the team, but I wish that he should be there, and I wish that he should make India proud once again What we lost in 2023 World Cup, we will regain there in 2027 World Cup. Definitely, this man will be there, and if there is this man in the team, it's a kind of special, uh, you know, respect for the Indian team. At the same time, it's kind of special confidence that somewhere Virat will do something. So that's what we have seen even in T20 World Cup 2020. I think three, I guess, 22, I guess. That was amazing, again, amazing game where Virat scored three for Pakistan pacer. Haris Rauf was amazing. That was something like we can take it as a shot of the decade. Of course, it has declared as shot of the decade by. So hope that I wish that Virat should play for the next World Cup in 2027. So there it will conclude his retirement. So that's what. Coming to next set, it is Hitman Show. Rohit Sharma. So basically, coming to Rohit Sharma, one of the best opener that India had after Sehwag. I'll say this is one of the best opener India had after Sehwag. Of course, Sachin Sir was there, but coming to Sehwag and Rohit Sharma, we like being my childhood hero. It was Virendra Sehwag, but now it is Rohit Sharma. The reason is he'll give early break for the batsmen that within power play itself he'll try to score some 40 plus, and that is a base, and that base will definitely will help for the upcoming batsmen. So such kind of tactics, such kind of the cricketing aspects is something which is different for any other cricketers, and that's the reason that he is one of the successful captain of India, and that he has won 2024 T20 World Cup. And again, coming to 2024 World Cup T20 World Cup, I won't say this, I must admit that I never thought at all that India will win the 2024 T20 World Cup, because the reason just simple. This Klassen was batting at 52 by of just 27 balls. Never thought that Klassen will out, or I never thought that Klassen will. I mean, none of the rest of the players be able to score that simple target, because after they have reached very close, right? But it is the captain who has changed the bowling and who has changed the plan for the length that how it should be, and which decided the fate of match where we won the match. That is the reality of something called a very good captaincy, where Rohit has done that, and Rohit will would have done in the next few games as well, but unfortunately he has taken retirement from T20. At the same time, he has taken retirement from Test as well. I hope that he will do continue, and I wish that Rohit should lead the Indian cricket in 2027 in World Cup, but I don't think so that will happen, because Rohit is already 38 or 37, I guess 38 I guess. So that's what. But again, we should admire, and we will admire, that Rohit Sharma was one of the greatest white ball opener of all time for India. Okay, so again, coming to one of the thing that I want to mention here, his pull shot. A lot of people will compare that with Ricky Ponting. To be honest, I want to say this is Ricky Ponting's pull shot is different. Rohit Sharma is tired of Ricky Ponting's pull shot. I want to say this is openly, because he won't even move his foot. He won't even move his feet, and there itself he will take that total pull towards the pavilion, which is totally amazing, and that's what one of the best innings. And coming to one of the innings, if you want to become a fan of Rohit Sharma, recently in 2021 there was a match where it tied. Of course, 2-3 matches in that New Zealand series series that tied. I think it is T20 game. Rohit Sharma, out of there were after super over, where India was chasing in super over, they had to score around, I think, 12 runs for 2 balls. In the sense, 2 sixes was required there, and Tim Swati was one of the bowler. Was a bowler who was bowling there, but Rohit hit 2 sixes. One is straight forward, and another one is offside, which is the game where we should admire to Rohit Sharma as one of the greatest legend of Indian cricket. Okay. So I hope that, let's see that whether he is able to play in 2027 World Cup, but I don't think so that's possible. Okay, coming to Steven Smith, I think this man is most dynamic person of Australian cricket I have ever seen in Australian cricket. But unfortunately, this one act has ruined his life itself because ball tampering, he and David Warner, which made them, of course, which made Steven Smith for personally step down from the you know captains, but I'll say that he was one of the best captain that of for Australia in the modern era. It is not Pat Cummins. It's all about luck as the factor which is working for Pat Cummins, and of course with respect to Test championships, he has some different aspects. I mean, he will take the things with some very careful readings. That's what the one thing that is different for Pat Cummins. But apart from that, I'll say that one of the best captain who can fill up the position of Ricky Ponting in the present Australian team, or was once it was Australian the player all rounder basically, but now it's pure batsman, that is Steven Smith. Okay, and again his legacy is different, that he has started as a leg spinner, because I have been following him since 2010, but he has emerged as one of the top scorer and one of the best batsmen in world cricket. So I hope, I mean, I thought like he will be continuing for a few years, but because he is 35 now, at least he would have continued for the next 2 years, so until 2027 World Cup. But again, that all different, because when you lost the captaincy, it is basically you're losing that dynamism itself. That's what the reality of the cricket. Okay, coming to the next person in the list, it is David Willey. Of course, coming to David Willey, it was not too surprising, but again, I never thought that he will take immediate retirement at the age of 33 in 2022, just few months away to World Cup 2023. But if he wouldn't have taken retirement, then definitely he would have been in the team, and that wouldn't have, I mean, that would have prevented the England team like becoming one of the worst performer in the World Cup, because even the youngsters were defeated. Even Afghan defeated England. Joseph Butler were the captain at that time. So I hope that David Willey would have continued for another 2 years at least. I mean, when he attained 35, he would have thought of retirement, but he hasn't, and maybe that's the reason that uh, England outperformed in the 2023 World Cup. But again, that's different, and the reason reason for what the David Willey is taking immediate retirement, he said it is from the point of view that I need to invest much more time to take care of my family members. Okay, so that's their personal wish. We are not here to interrupt, but fine. Coming to the next set of the player, that is R. Ashwin, the spin magician of Indian cricket. I'll say that it is R. Ashwin. Of course, once upon a time it was Anil Kumble, but I'll say that compared to Anil Kumble, R. Ashwin is also having edge over batting well. And R. Ashwin has announced retirement from all forms of cricket, and it was not like his retirement because he's already 37 or 38, I guess. But what made us to think about the retirement, I mean, shocking retirement, is that among R. Ashwin,